Ladies and gentlemen, some Black Ops 7 Zombies gameplay has actually released, and we actually get to see what looks like to be the HUD. We've got the Gobblegums on the right. This is very similar to Black Ops 6. We have a kind of multiplayer type looking HUD here. This does look to be the Beam Smasher though, so I'm not totally sure if this is finished, but you know it's Black Ops 7 because we have the new Wisp T perk here, along with the armor plates, the self-revive, the points, and obviously the salvage and the operator. So I think a lot of people are a little bit disappointed. I think some people are just saying that this just looks like a multiplayer HUD, and it is interesting because this commenter also says there are several planned themes to choose from, with some elements familiar to those with long appreciation to Call of Duty Zombies. So I wouldn't take this layout and HUD option as a actual predictor of what the game is going to be like, but obviously the zombie YouTubers like Milo were upset, so I'm assuming it's going to be very similar to what we saw in Black Ops 6. Here's another gameplay shot of it. You got the mini map, you got the compass. I do kind of like the way the HUD looks. I just am a little bit upset that, again, it is similarly looking towards multiplayer. That was a big problem within Black Ops 6's HUD, just because the multiplayer HUD looked very similar to the zombies HUD. And then here we have the truck. Obviously, we know it's a Warzone vehicle with the Ravager enemies on it with the unlock door little objective. And so, honestly, I don't think it looks too bad. I think a lot of people are just, like I said, upset that it is a multiplayer stylized HUD. But I'm sure maybe for the beta, it will play like that. But by the time the game actually officially releases, it's going to look 100% different. And right here, Zombies Intel sort of dropped by Treyarch recently. So this is about a 3-minute video. Let's check it out together and see what else they have to talk about.
The entire story takes place within the Dark Ether. Ashes of the Damned is really our gateway into that experience.
And now we're in its beating heart.
I mean, the ambience of the map really does look good. I know they're basically saying this is just all Dark Ether, but
all bets are off.
It is what it is. Intel drop characters.
We pick
and
up
story
immediately after the ending of Black Ops 6.
Right, so after
the main
reckoning,
characters mysteriously vanish into thin air.
And they are teleported at the end of Reckoning to their arrival in the Dark Ether.
I'm glad they made this video because the Reckoning ending was really chopped, to be honest. It definitely seemed rushed. So
we're really experiencing it through the lens of the Black Ops 6 crew and now the Black Ops 7 crew that we're going to meet immediately.
Dang, look at those models.
Welcome to the party.
They come from different timelines, different realities. Nikolai is a Soviet tanker in their 1980s conflict in Afghanistan. So
it's so interesting how they're grabbing each of them from different time zones. They did explain this in the blog, but I wonder what the point of this is, because it does seem cool. I just don't understand where they're sort of leading with this. Are they just doing this to like nostalgia bait or what?
Takeo hails from 16th century feudal Japan.
Yeah, like, so Takio's from 16th century Japan, while Nikolai is from like the 1980s. Like, it's bizarre.
Disgraced samurai. Dempsey, fresh from battle in Vietnam. Last but not least, Richtofen comes from the 1940s in a timeline.
And the timeline
in which Germany won World War II.
Okay, so this is what I mean. This is going to be very interesting. Now, I think they are grabbing each of the characters from a different time point to somehow make the dialogue of the map feel like it's normal to be disjointed because they're all from different places. I hope that's not the case because, listen, this kind of happened back in BO2 Origins, but Blundell and Treyarch were able to nail the dialogue on that map. So let's hope
I know you're seeing a face and a name that you think you know, but I guarantee you don't know these guys.
Well, see, and that's the thing. We definitely, this is a whole new crew, right?
Characters in our dedicated crew are confronted by a powerful being who drains their life essence and then leaves them to contend with the hazards that they'll find in the Dark Ether.
Our new antagonist is formidable, almost impossible, but not unbeatable.
You're gonna have to play and find out.
Interesting.
Ashes of the Damned is
not unbeatable. Interesting. I don't know. I think that's kind of a huge giveaway in a way. You kind of want to never ever say that. I feel like in story detailing, like you always want to kind of let the intrigue be solved. It's kind of interesting because we know so much about Black Ops 7 Zombies already. The map's not even out, right? So I do kind of miss the OG days of like having players actually discover everything, but it does seem like they're just teasing it.
huge. The sky has crazy lights. And
Dang, look at that. I like these rocks.
just immediately kind of trying to figure out what you need
Project
to do
Janus.
to survive.
Yeah.
Kill them or be killed.
The Dark Ether, you could think of it as like the Bermuda Triangle. So over time
Interesting.
on Earth or elsewhere, various locations were drawn in and brought here.
This Cosmodrome like ascension facility here looks so beautiful. I don't think this is gonna have the same layout as Ascension, but bro, it's the exact same rocket, the lights, the turning red thing here. It's the exact same.
Anything that falls out of a realm, the chances are it's going to turn up in the Dark Ether.
Whatever we have in our imagination, we can make that come to life to make your nightmares come true.
Yeah, the Raptors look sick, man.
Nobody is on home turf here. We are in
Right.
unprecedented territory. The rules are not the rules that we know.
You really need to stick to
What does that mean? I feel like every time I watch COD trailers, there's always just like a bunch of like buzzwords that get thrown in and stuff. And it's just like, okay, the rules are not what we know. I hope they actually go through with that. Like, granted, in terms of the gameplay mechanics, yes, but like, there is some changes from BO7 to BO6. We're just going to have to see, though, because I feel like the story aspect of BO6 and BO7 zombies, I'm just going to say it's probably the weakest part, at least right now. I hope this changes later on because it just doesn't make sense. You know, what we're getting right now just doesn't make sense.
together as a squad to survive in this place.
In an environment that's doing its level best to kill them all the time.
Right.
They're going to find really quickly that they can't really advance or escape without using the Tessie and the Wonder vehicle. It's crucial to their survival here. They're going to find Ted.
Ted has been a fixture in the dark.
Well, and so this is the interesting thing, right? Like, a lot of people are seeing this and wondering if we're just going to be getting reiterations of like Black Ops 2 Zombies DLC. So it's like, are we getting Nuketown after this? Are we going to be getting a Die Rise, right? Like, so I don't think this is the case. Obviously, with the leaked maps, we already know that we're bouncing around between each section. To me, this game kind of feels like a BO2, BO3, where we got the BO2 characters, BO2 maps, right? But we're kind of doing a BO3 thing where, like, I know we're going to Japan, right? So this is going back to feudal Japan for Tokyo, right? And then we know we're going to be going to Afghanistan, which is the origin story here for Nikolai. So it's just kind of interesting. I think that's kind of the DLC route that we're taking with this game.
Either for a long time. He knows his way around.
He's going to let players
course.
know what's going on here and
Shout
help
out
them
Ted.
find the clues to survive.
My brother's been knowing since 2012, man.
The exploration is great. It's terrifying. It's fun. You've never played anything like this before.
The events of the Black Ops 7 zombie storyline are going to take...
I think this map can redeem, and here's the gameplay HUD shot as well. I think this map can redeem a lot of the story in BO6 and BO7 if the dialogue is good. Like, between the new Primus characters, right? Between the old BO6 crew, and then also between Ted and, like, all of the aspects of the map, the antagonists. It's really going to have to boil down to how Treyarch performs it, right? I really hope it is, because this is a recipe for success. We're just going to have to see
a
at the
wild
end.
ride across the Dark Ether. Buckle up.
Yeah, I'm buckling up. I got my boy Tessie and Ted, man. Well, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what you guys think about this little snippet of Black Ops 7 gameplay preview. We are going to be getting the beta in October 2nd to 8th, so I'll definitely be grinding that as much as I physically can. And then, obviously, the game comes out for November. But let me know what you guys are thinking.